South Africans will soon leave the country. South Africans will leave the country on 2 occasions. Before I get in on this, I have a message I want to read. If you ever contacted me and I never got back to you, please do resend. If at all possible through the app, it's better than going through emails. Hi, I'm Pooty. I just want to confirm that what you just said is true. She's responding to the videos I've released. I've seen houses demolished. I've seen war and soldiers. I've seen people running, crossing the border to Zimbabwe, and there was no control at the border. It looked like there were explosions near Messina. I've never been to the border, by the way. And every now and then, when I pray, I see flood waters rising. And I'm in Tzaneen, by the way. I've also seen black rocks falling from the sky. You have confirmed most of the things I dreamt about. I've also seen myself packing an emergency bag. Thank you so much for sharing and warning the children of the Most High. Stay blessed. So, she has seen in her dreams war and soldiers. And I've already shared other people's dreams where I said people have seen soldiers capturing people in the country. And she's one of the few people who has also confirmed people escaping to other countries, to neighboring countries like Zimbabwe. And she said that there was no control at the border gate. You can imagine in case of an invasion, like how people will react. It will be a pandemonium. And she said every time she prays, she sees flood waters rising. And there has been several people too who have commented under the flood videos how they've dreamt the floods that are coming. Okay. And these are not the normal floods. These are the kind of floods which is like the flood that can just start out of nowhere in 20 minutes. Less than 20 minutes, the place would have flooded. Okay? These are the kind of floods we're talking about. She says she has seen black rocks falling from the sky. With regards to black rocks, I've already shared 2 dreams concerning this. And looking at those dreams, what I can say is that when I first saw those black rocks, I thought that they were going to fall immediately. But then I realized that we still had time to vacate, meaning when we see these black rocks, we don't try to hide. No, we have to vacate. We have to leave the place. In the second dream that I had, I saw myself leaving. So the dreams are saying that the black rocks will never fall all over the country at one time, meaning they fall over a particular region, meaning there's always an area to run to escape to. What is my advice in such a case? Leave, vacate, don't be a hero. You want to pray? Pray while moving. Take your emergency bag and pray as you go. Okay. Pray for the protection of your house as you leave it behind. And she also saw herself packing an emergency bag in a hurry. With regards to an emergency bag, for some of us who have had our bags packed, I know what it is to pack and unpack. I know what it is to remove things and have to put them back. So I just want to encourage those whose emergency bags are not packed to keep them packed, okay? I have notes that I've prepared. So yes, South Africans will flee the country. And to add on to what she just said, I'm just rounding everything off. We South Africans will flee the country on 2 occasions. Okay, I will touch on that at the end. Okay, so due to patriotism deeply embedded in the South African people, they will return back to the country to rebuild. This is after an invasion. This is after the war. Okay. So we will rebuild our lives amidst broken streets, uneven roads, disturbed grounds. Some streets will not even be fit for cars, but we will be here. And I just want to encourage the people who will be out of the country. Like leave the country like someone who's coming back. This is home, okay? So return home when it is safe to do so. So someone may wonder, will it be livable after the war, after an invasion? Prophecy about this has come forth to confirm that life will be possible after this. And as you can see with the dreams that I share every now and again, is to prove that other people too have seen what I've seen. So, we have reason to believe that we'll be fine, that God is with us, okay? I'm not the only one getting these dreams. So let us make sure to come back home, those who will leave the country, okay? Do not just be a wanderer. Remember, you have a home country. So we will not leave our country in ruins to go and stay in another country and build our lives in another country. That's not who we are. So South Africans will flee on 2 occasions. Which 2 occasions? The first one is the invasion, which is imminent, which can happen at any time. The second one is when BRICS begins to dissolve. It is when the great betrayal begins to happen. Now, with this second invasion, with this second war, is going to be very difficult. It's going to be very hard. But even with the BRICS dissolving and the countries stepping each other on the back, more like the big countries stabbing the smaller countries on the back, I still saw South Africans coming back home. So let us remember, no matter what happens, those who leave the country will leave the country. But let us come back home and build the ruins. Let us come back and build our country.